Yo, I'm 18 days in to the 75 hard, and it actually like turned the winter here in Chicago, but the weather should be nice coming up. In terms of my body, like my body is definitely feeling stronger than it has in a long time. I'm seeing fat really kind of dissipate. The hardest part really is honestly taking a picture. It's not the easiest thing to do all the time. Reading the pages from the book, I'm just trying to make sure I create me a plan that's driven by discipline, being honest with myself. But, there was a day when I didn't get the reading done, but like the next day I read the pages from the previous day. So for me, I'm kind of still counting that one, giving myself a W on that. But anyways, day 18. Ton of stuff on my mind right now. Church was good. I had a therapist appointment on a Sunday. Shout out him for getting me in there. And he just really kind of challenged me to ask me, who are you as a man? And I think that question is like imperative because we come from so many different backgrounds with all of these experiences weighing on us, and the concept of what it means to be a man, is something that each individual man is going to have to decide for themselves. And for me, when you want to be able to be as closely aligned to who it is you say you are as a man, you have to continually check in with yourself. You said you want to be a man of integrity. Did you live your life today with integrity? And you got to be able to ask yourself those questions. And the way that you actually are able to build your self-esteem, your self-worth, is how many days in a row you can walk and act and do with the definition of who you are as a man. How can you keep all of those so tightly coupled? I went to church today, and they was talking about a story where Jacob was the younger son, and his brother, I think it was like Ephesia, his older brother was entitled to the throne because of birthright. But Jacob tricked his father into believing he was the older brother so he could be blessed with everything from the kingdom. But it didn't really end up being a blessing because he was getting hunted down by his older brother for like the rest of his life. And like all of these horrible things happened to him after he presented himself as somebody that he wasn't, i.e. he didn't have a moral compass to stick to, and he was way outside. The distance was way too far. And the spiritual world had to bring it back into order. The spiritual world had to bring it back into order, and it always is going to do that. If you're living too far outside of your bounds of who you say you are as a man and what you're doing, the spiritual world is going to snap you back. And you got to be honest with yourself when you wake up. Every morning you wake up, you gotta keep it real with yourself and ask yourself those real questions. Who am I? How do I want to represent myself to the world? This is day 18, 75 hard, one day at a time.